This next video features a young Dutch woman who has been experiencing high-level paranormal activity for weeks in her one-bedroom apartment and decides to finally capture it on video, if only to prove to her friends and family that she isn't going crazy. The woman is already noticeably upset as she begins the recording breathing very heavily. She records her kitchen first and slowly makes her way to the living room, whispering something unintelligible. As she approaches her bedroom, the lighting fixture in her living room begins to shake violently and the light in the kitchen turns off suddenly. The kitchen lights blink on and off in a strange pattern, and as she reaches the doorway to the kitchen, the lights stop flickering. The woman notices that a few of her drawers and cupboards are open, and they were not before. You may notice that her kitchen is very small and separated from the rest of the house, which is what makes this video all the more believable and terrifying. The woman then closes her cabinets and hears more noise in the bedroom, to which she quickly goes to investigate. But before she can make it that far, the sounds of drawers being pulled open violently can be heard as the kitchen light begins to flicker on and off yet again. Finally, the kitchen light turns off completely, and the woman begins to make her way toward the kitchen door. A large, black figure can be seen peeking out of the doorway, ending with the woman's terrifying scream. Well, is this woman haunted or what? Should she be looking for another place to live? Or look at consulting a priest? Hotel screams. On a busy night, a hotel desk clerk gets several calls about a woman screaming on the second floor from room 209. Even though no one has checked into the particular room, the screams are audible and can be heard throughout the video, and they are quite terrifying to say the least. The clerk makes a call to John, the maintenance guy, to get him to check out the room and ensure everything is okay. John stands right in front of room 209 and begins to open the door. While he crosses the threshold, a figure can be seen emerging from the room, walking right past him and darting to the right in the hotel hallway. John doesn't see the figure, only we can on camera, but remarks that the room is totally trashed. Furniture has been tipped over, objects left in disarray, and the shower is on, but there is no one there. Perhaps because they just exited. John informs the clerk to make contact with the police because he is, in his own words, too freaked out. What would you have done here? Would you have made like John and explored the room regardless? Or would you have found another place to sleep for the night? Bank Ghost. A group of 4 bank tellers in the Philippines are hanging around at work in broad daylight, gossiping and goofing off. Little did they know, however, they'd catch something deeply disturbing. The person recording has gotten a brand new phone that day and is testing its video capabilities. Everything seems to be fairly unassuming, just a few good work buddies laughing and letting off steam, trying to make the time pass by faster. One of the workers begins to show something on her computer, and this causes quite the ruckus between everyone, with everyone laughing and yelling playfully. While conversing through, a small shadow figure can be seen running quickly across the camera. The shadow is small, the size of a young child. The man recording tells his coworkers that he just saw a figure run past, but they all laugh it off, not believing him. The man with the camera goes to verify what he saw, but there's nothing there. Upon further investigation, the man checks the security camera around the time he sees the shadow and does see the automatic doors slide open at the front of the bank, but they open and close for no one. The user hasn't posted again since this incident, so it's hard to follow up on any reoccurring incidents. One thing is for sure, however, this is a day they will not soon forget. This next one will send shivers down your spine. No question. After a man has been battling for several weeks with what appears to be a haunting, he gets fed up and begins to try to capture it on camera for himself. He expresses that lately he's felt like a stranger in his own home, barely able to sleep at all, completely rattled with panic by this lurking, demonic presence. The video initially begins with a man going through his home, room by room, hoping to finally catch something on camera. As he makes his way to the laundry room, the man manages to capture what looks like a small figure lurking in the bottom of the frame, moving slowly with odd movement. It's hard to tell if the man notices it or not, but he quickly moves on, now to his front door, where he catches what looks like the same figure, moving back and forth in the shadows, until disappearing altogether. He makes a comment about having to bless this place now, and the video ends. It's revealed that the man only noticed these figures after reviewing the footage, not in real time. The man has posted no updates, and there is no further information about him on the internet. We'll never know if the man overcame his haunting or not, but for his sake, we hope he has. Toddler Ghost. This next one is a blink and you'll miss it capture, but includes some of the most horrifying paranormal evidence ever caught on camera before. What looks to be an innocent enough scene of a small toddler and his father dancing to some vintage Green Day turns quite sinister very, very fast. paused. At first, you can see the child's reflection in the mirror as he turns around, giggling and dancing. But as he turns, the child stops abruptly and sees a small figure standing behind him, his reflection now gone from frame. He keeps trying to turn to see what it is, but the father doesn't seem to catch it. In fact, he seems completely oblivious to it all. After the child turns back to face his father, the figure walks off to the left, out of frame. Some say it looks like another child with his hand up to his mouth, and a lot of other people can hear others giggling early on in the video. This was first posted to YouTube over 14 years ago, and the user has only uploaded one other video since, around the same time as this one. The user who posted the video to Reddit has deleted their account, and there is no update to be found anywhere. The child could be well into his teenage years by now. Hopefully, he is living a paranormal-free life wherever he is. Headless Ghost. Not much is known about the following video, but the evidence they collected is very compelling indeed. A group of 5 Iraqi boys are exploring an old abandoned schoolhouse for fun. The old schoolhouse is right next to the local mosque, which is why you can hear the chanting and praying quite clearly in the background. The building itself is empty and decrepit, littered with graffiti, and it looks to have been empty for quite some time. It's clear that the boys are there for a laugh, and none of them are expecting what they are about to capture, but what they manage to find will definitely make your skin go cold. When they reach an open room, the camera very clearly captures a dark shadow apparition, seemingly headless. And though not much is known about the circumstances, it's clear that the boys do not see it. As they pan out of the room and head elsewhere in no particular hurry, you can see that the apparition itself is transparent, whereas the other shots of people recording the video are solid, which makes for quite a compelling case for a real paranormal encounter. Terrifying, right? We can only hope those boys made it out okay. Army Men. This next video also happens to be one of the most authentic and compelling evidence of the paranormal ever captured on camera. Many people have attempted to debunk this one, and everyone falls short every single time. It's an older video, but the terror is still off the charts. The video begins, and we see a group of tourists on a Civil War tour in Pennsylvania. It's dusk now, and the tour is about to wrap up when one of the women on the tour points out something strange happening on the horizon. It is captured on a video camera, and the footage comes from a VHS tape, which, for the record, is very hard to fake. The first sign of the apparition is a small, bright orb, which the woman thinks might just be a motorcycle, but her husband is quick to tell her it cannot be. Then, soon after, a blurred figure can be seen to the left, then another, depicted more clearly, and then more and more follow, like an army line heading off to battle. The couple is clearly disturbed, trying to figure out what they are seeing and why they are seeing it. But the apparitions keep coming, now reaching a higher elevation in the middle of the frame. Many people have gone back to this very spot, trying to recreate what was captured, but nothing has ever been caught again. This one's a mystery for the ages, and will live on in infamy as one of the most convincing encounters of the paranormal.